Chairman-elect, it is David Mahoney going to come and join us. The last time he came on, he was just a mere director, but now he's just a mere Chairman-elect. Welcome, David, once again to Poppy's TV, and straight away you've got the trophy in front of you, which you'll be taking with you to have some photographs.
Yeah, strict instruction. Strict
instructions to take that over, but let's go back really to your now involvement as Chairman-elect from Richie. We've seen the statements by Richie, we've read your statements and seen your statements, but for anyone that hasn't seen that, just give us a brief insight to your sort of future for the next 2 seasons. It's like winning promotion.
I was going to say, as Ed was saying, if you're not setting out at the start of it to aim for promotion, then something's wrong. So we're certainly going to be doing that. As we said all along, unfortunately in football there's no promises, but we can promise that we are going to be trying and doing everything we can. We're going to use the last couple of games of the season to test a few things out. You saw that on Saturday. I think it was the first game that mathematically we couldn't claw our way back in. It was always a long shot, but if we'd blooded a few youngsters earlier and the league had gone, the table had gone in our favour, so to speak, I don't think it would have gone down very well. So I think Saturday was the right time to start experimenting, and as Ed was saying, we certainly found a few things out, so Marcus can go forward with that, and we'll be using the off-season to sort a few more things out, get a few extra friendlies in, and set the foundation for next season.
It was quite a surprise for quite a few of us that Richie, in fact, doing his disappearing out to China and leaving you in charge, although it wasn't such a shock for you as you knew a few months beforehand.
Yeah, Richie and I had a conversation probably 9 months or so ago about the potential of it happening. I think the really important thing there is he's not disappearing to China, he's just obviously doing a lot of activity which is going to keep him away from the club on a match day. And he's so committed to the club that he really wanted to make sure that there was a positive angle, if you like, to the way things were going to be run. So we discussed things about, as I say, 9 months or so ago, and then last December he put the official request in, if you like, made the offer, and I'd have been a fool to say no. I've not been involved with the club for very long, it's only been a couple of years, but I see the passion that's out there and the passion that's behind the scenes, and I don't think that always is recognised. There are a lot of people who do a lot of things, yourselves, the team here included. A lot goes on to broadcast these sessions, to host the matches and so on. And I think Richie just wanted someone who could be around and work closer on that layer.
Just taking that forward a little bit then, let's talk about the ground situation. I mean, you'll be in charge of that, I suppose, and also not team selection, but you'll be giving you the yes and no's when Marcus requests some Premiership players to come in. Is that sort of true? I mean, how is the ground looking to progress?
I think the ground side of things that's one of the avenues that Richie really wants to concentrate more time on. So by taking some of the day-to-day stuff away from him, it will allow him to do that. I am going to be part of those discussions if you like going forward on the ground, but there's a lot of things that are being looked at. When it comes to the team, I'm a great believer that we've got Marcus here, we've got a manager whose job it is to manage the squad, so I'll be there as a sounding board for him as and when necessary, and I will give him opinion and so on, but Marcus is here to pick the team, and we have a football committee that will look at bringing players in, and there'll be players that Alan Doyle and Marcus identifies the right targets for the club.
So Richie is taking a back seat, but he's still going to be highly involved, just from afar then, let's say. It's
a sort of a slightly reverse seat. I'm not sure Richie will ever take a fully back seat. So he's probably in the passenger seat, is probably a nicer way of putting it. The great thing is, Richie and I, we do a lot of business as well as away from the club. So there's regular communication.
You've known Richie for quite a while then, obviously.
Yeah, about 10, 12 years. So we've done a lot of things together. So hopefully he knows the club's in safe hands. If I'm not sure about something, I've got no problem asking, be it Richie, the fans, or whatever. Always open to those things.
Does the buck stop with you then for the next 2 seasons?
No, it stops with the head of media, personally, but that might just be
a rumour. In that case, then we'll have some interesting decisions, I can assure you, if that's going to be the case. But seriously though, it's your sort of ship for 2 years.
Yeah. Richard made it very clear that for the next 2 years, I'll be the chairman. It's not a chairman in position, so the decisions that the chairman needs to make, I'll make. We've got a good board of directors, so obviously there'll be interaction with those guys as well, but if it comes down to a decision being made, I'll make the decision. The owner then obviously can step in and make the owner's decision, but for 99% of things that fall within my remit, yeah, that would be the case.
Excellent, and of course you started your chairman-elect sort of campaign off with the trophy, which...
We've got a debate on that. You know, I like to see it as the chairman-elect phase. Richie sees it as, no, it's the chairman. So I've now got my target set, as Richie said. He's won two pieces of silverware during his tenure, so a promotion and a cup. So I've got 2 years to
win a promotion and the FA Cup.
Yeah, exactly. No pressure there. Then.
No pressure there whatsoever. Well, thank you very much, David, for your time. I know you're a very busy man on match day, like we all are. I know you've got your duty to do, and also more duties now as chairman-elect and chairman next season. I wish you all the best from everybody here at Poppies TV. Let's hope we're successful. I'm sure you'll be with us a few times next season, hopefully with a few more of these beauties.
Hopefully.
But nice trophy, isn't it? And I see some interesting names there from 1935. I think the Poppies is on there from 1935, but I believe you've got to take that with you.
I have to put it on pitch.
Melt it down.
What I will say though is, if any of the fans at any point do want to have a conversation, I'm here. All home games I'll try to be here, and several of the away games. I don't partake so much in the social media side of things. It's just a personal.
They can email me, can't they? The club.
They can email me at the club. They can grab me outside. I'm more than happy to have a conversation with anyone about anything. Won't always agree. Won't always disagree, but the offer's there.
Okay, well there you are. I can have a word with David. He's quite open for that, and let's all wish him the very best for the next 2 years. And let's hope that next time we're on here, it's a more positive sort of situation with promotion looming in the highlights for us. There, the great.
We have a plan.
We have a plan. Okay, David. Thank you very much. Let's give you that trophy to take back. You probably get mobbed by the fans outside to have a photo taken with her, or a selfie. I think today's. It's very magnetic, almost like it's a magnetic ectoplasm, I think it's called, or is it magnetic?
eBay later.
eBay later, so you can see that there. There's David Mahoney, then our chairman-elect, who's leaving the studio.